Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're invited to the foundation workshop. All right, tell you a little bit about what we're doing, Chris and I.
What's
And
up, John? Good morning.
good morning, Chris and Paul Childers. We're going to be doing these once a month. First one is in September. And what we do is we bring everybody in and we actually build what matters in a one-day event, okay, where we're actually building. And what I mean by that is we're going to build your business credit. We're going to analyze your business as the banks see it, and then we're going to perfect your business so you can get any type of financing you need when you need it to grow. And then Chris is going to show you how to increase your sales using his R4 method of rewards, retention, referrals, and reviews. By the way, guys, I've never been and sat through that, okay? But I've spoken with Chris enough, and it's hysterical because most of what he teaches is things that we do at Integrated, and I can tell you that for a fact they work, and they work very, very, very well. It just takes a little bit of time.
John, can I break in real quick?
Always.
So we're doing a go-to-market strategy training yesterday for a contractor, Escalade Roofing, full team. We do a go-to-market training once they get all set up with our financing to actually teach them how to implement it in their business. And the owner, like at the end of the presentation, he's like, "Oh my God, bro." I'm like, "What's up?" He goes, "We got your postcard, our handwritten postcard." He goes, "What did he say?" He goes, "That was the most thoughtful." Like, he's like, "I just was the most amazing thing to have somebody write us a handwritten card thanking us for doing business with you." And I go, "Buckle up, buddy, because it ain't done. You got more coming," because we drip, drip, drip value. And that's the beauty of that R4 method, is to help anybody business. It's not just contractors. It's any business can develop this R4 strategy to always stay top of mind with your clients.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with contractors, brother.
No,
I think it's great business practice.
To do with just life. Like, even family and friends that we haven't followed up with in years. Like, when they die, you're going to live in regret going, "Man, why didn't I just call them twice a year to say, 'Hey, how are you, man? I was thinking about you.'" Next. Like, yeah.
I've unfortunately dealt with that a lot recently. So I get it. And you're not wrong.
Yeah.
And here's what I want to touch on. I want to explain why this matters. Everyone wants to grow their business. Everyone wants to make more money. Everyone wants to make a larger impact. It's very, very hard to do those things if you don't have the foundation built properly. Okay. And here's what I mean by that. The foundation is having your business set up right, banking set up right, business credit set up right, your credit set up right, and your cash flow set up right, right? When that is set up in such a manner, you can basically plan and predict growth and acquisitions and getting certain loans for growth. But the average business owner never sets their business up right. What they do is they get into business off an idea. They run as fast and as hard in one direction at that idea as possible, and they don't set up anything. And so along that process, what you constantly see is them using their personal credit, meaning credit cards. Usually they're always reporting to your personal. They're very rarely reporting to business. And by the way, we have business cards. If you come to foundation event, workshop, we'll hook you up. But the problem is they use these personal cards and their personal credit. They finance a company vehicle under their name. All right. And then your debt to income ratios go off. All your credit ratios go off and your personal credit drops. And even if you're paying everything, you could still be in the low 600s or mid 600s. And then guess what? When something happens, if you need an SBA loan, or if you need to go buy equipment, you don't have the business. Exactly. You don't have the business credit built. And now your credit's lower. So you're probably not going to get approved. And then they get into this nasty game called the cash advance game. Okay. Where you're taking very, very high risk money. Okay. And if it's not used properly, it will put you out of business.
Dude, John, how many times a week do we get the calls from those guys? "This outfit sold me the MCA program, dude. I can't get out from underneath it. I'm chasing my tail." Meanwhile, they're trying to run a business, provide service and solutions to solve problems. Then they got their personal debt mixed into the MCA game. Bro, I get those calls and I'm like, "Let me get you over to John right now."
Yeah.
Now, I don't even know if we can help them all some of these guys are in deep, man. But
Some are, dude. Oh, here's what happens.
Yeah.
If we catch them after 2 mistakes, 3 mistakes, we usually can fix it, especially if it's an asset heavy business.
Yeah.
But if it's not asset heavy, or they've made, let's say they're sitting there with 4 or 5 mistakes, there's sometimes there's not much you could do. Like, I'll try, but it really is going to depend what their network looks like, who they can tap into to get the right financing to get them out of the mess. Yeah. All right. And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys, and what Chris is trying to tell you guys, is this is all preventable. Yep. Okay. It's easy to scale once the base is built and you stay within a certain framework, right? What does that framework look like, Chris? It looks like 680 plus credit. Okay. It looks like keeping 10% of your revenue, your monthly revenue, in the account at all times. So if you're doing, let's say you're doing $1 million a month, okay, you should have 100,000 in your checking account at all times. Yeah. Okay, if you're doing 100K, you should have 10,000. Yeah. And a lot of times we have entrepreneurs that run very thin because they think that's how they're supposed to operate business, spend every last dollar. And then when they actually need money for growth, or there's a situation that has arisen, it's harder to get because they're running so thin. Yeah. What have you seen this over and over and over, Chris? Right?
In the contracting space, even when we get into what they call shoulder season, the air conditioning. Sorry, we lost a family member today, so I'm getting a lot of calls.
I'm sorry, brother.
The shoulder season, they call it in the air conditioning world, where, we come out of summer, like these guys are just running like dogs, installing, getting paid, and then boom, it drops off.
Got it.
If they haven't prepared for that slowing season to plateau and manage their business, and they go out of business, and then they get sold and they're done. So it's full management of your entire pipeline, of your accounting, of your financing, and staying so conservatively even keeled, because a lot of these guys are making great money in the summer and they're spending great money in the summer.
Yes. And then it goes out. And guys, I want you to know something. Chris has no idea. Chris has never seen me do what we're going to do at the
or Paul for that matter. In our business at Improve-ify, we're just like you. We're going to be sitting in the room at the workshop, learning right along with you on how to build, because I've got a great credit score. My wife's got a great credit score, but we need to now learn how to build our business credit and Improve-ify. So what's that? Hair Club for Men? I'm not just the owner, but I'm also
a client. I love it. Oh, dude, so here's the funny part, Chris. You have no idea. You actually touch on something that I'm going to go over.
Yeah.
Because contractors and a lot of businesses have seasonality.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you have seasonality, there are times that you should be doing things and times you should not be doing things. Yeah. And so, to Chris's point, if you are seasonal and you don't have a line of credit, the best time to get that line of credit is towards the last half of your high season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Before you go into the shit, before you go into the slower months.
Yes.
Guys,
get it when it's good, not when it's bad, because it's hard to get it when it's bad.
No kidding. All right. So these are the things that we are going to go over: the strategy, the tactics, the actual reasons why banks do what they do, and how you can position your business where it won't matter and you can withstand this. You've
got the cheat code. You can reverse engineer it to let them know what the banks are going to be looking for.
I have it on each program. Right. And here's the cool thing, Chris. Everything is programmable, meaning, like, if you are a contractor, okay, and you're doing a lot of residential, and you're like, hey, I want to get into commercial. I get this all the time.
Yeah.
There's a strategy and a plan to do that with financing programs, right? Because a lot of times those commercial jobs are going to be bigger.
Yeah.
And so you need to outlay money to get started. Well, that's one program. Yeah. And then on the back end, on the tail end, you want to get paid fast, so you don't want to wait the 30 or 60 days. So that's another program. Right? Invoice factor. And so a lot of these things we can position ahead of time based around the company's goals. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to break down everyone's goals, show you what you have to do, how you can get there, and what programs will make that actually faster for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Love it, man. Good stuff. Looking forward to it. We have a date. We got a date yet on this one?
We have 2 potential dates, both in September.
Okay.
The 2nd and 3rd week of September. It will not be the first week, although it could potentially. It's probably going to be the second weekend or the third weekend in September.
Awesome.
In Tampa. All right. And I don't actually know, depending on where we're at, we may have a private location, or I might bring everybody into the office.
Okay, good.
The reason being is because we have had to push this back once already.
Yeah, once we get this date, it's locked in. Whether it's going to be at the fire hall or at the office.
Correct.
Not many people know what a fire hall is. I'm from upstate New York. We have fire halls. That's where people do things.
I don't know what a fire hall is. You're gonna have to explain that one.
You don't know what a fire hall is?
No, I'm from Long Island. Not that you consider upstate. Upstate's a different New York.
Yeah. I mean, we're small farm town people. We have fire halls. That's where you get married. That's where you have family reunions. Like,
oh, okay, cool.
You can rent out a local fire hall and do
Boy
Scout
fire
activities.
hall.
Yeah.
Got it.
What'd you think I said with my?
I didn't understand your redneck upstate accent, brother. Sorry. I heard the banjo playing in the background. Threw it all off for me.
Hey, be quiet, man. My wife's from Georgia, where that banjo was invented.
Oh shit!
All right, we're going off track, man.
It's all good, guys. Listen, I'll post the link here. Love to see you. It's going to be a great group of people. We're limiting the spots to 15, and we may actually cut that down to 10, depending on size and who's coming. So please make sure you get in quick and get everything locked up. All right. There is a little bit of an interview process. It's nothing crazy. We just want to make sure that you are a right fit. I don't want anyone coming that is not a right fit and feeling like they didn't get incredible amounts of value out of it. Yeah. And that's the truth.
One thing to add in real quick, a hot topic came up in Dramaland yesterday on social media, and it was talking about seminar season because we're coming into it. There's going to be a lot of competing noise out there for people to go to events. I want to reiterate, this is not a seminar. This is not rah-rah. This is a workshop. You're going to come, you're going to do the work, and you're going to go home with something that actually was a matters. It matters in your business. So this isn't a rah-rah event. This is not a, kumbaya, feel good. This is you're coming, you're going to put your pen and paper and your computer to work and actually walk away with actionable items in your business that have advanced you. So don't think you're coming for rah-rah and all that bullshit that you're going to get at the trade show seasons this year. It ain't going to happen. So
yeah, that's not me, guys. I'm tactics. I'm execution. I'm like, let's get shit done.
I have to warn people before I send people to you because you're so bomb. I literally do. When someone's looking for line of credit, equipment loan, I'm like, look, he's from Long Island. I almost said New Jersey. He's to the point. Don't take shit personally. But you're going to get on the call and you're going to find out if you guys can work together, and don't think you're going to get all fluffy Scoville from this guy. I do. I warm them up. So, when they're on the phone, it's strictly business.
Dude, I love it. I got to tell you, I love the people that you send because they're just like, all right, cool, let's do it.
They're all warmed up. They're like,
great.
I heard you were no bullshit. Oh, can you fix my freaking problem?
Yeah, that's what it's about, though, guys. It's about fixing problems and actually helping other people.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you guys with this last ththing. If you were to go get your business credit built, it's going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000.
Four or $5,000.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Come in, $1,500, get it done. If I don't know what I'm doing, great. You get to hang out with Chris. Okay. I promise you, I know what I'm doing. By the time you're done, it's going to feel like you went to a $20,000 event because your business is going to be in such a better position.
Yep.
And this is why we're doing it every month, because this is something I can do. It doesn't take a lot from us. It doesn't take a lot from Chris.
Nope.
And we can pour into you guys and help you guys. And guess what? Then you guys will do the same back to us, right? That's how this works, man. Karma and doing good for others always comes back to you.
Sure does. All right, brother.
Appreciate you guys. I'll drop that link. And Chris, I'll catch you later, brother. Appreciate it.
Bye now. Bye.